Hey guys, Bree here. Welcome to my channel where I share bits and pieces of my life with you. Thank you for tuning into this video where I will be rating all of the anime shows that I watched in 2020 on a scale of 1 to 10. And while we're at it, if you like this content and this channel, please give me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get started. The first anime show I will be rating is Black Clover. I give that an 8. An 8 is pretty good in my book. I like how it shows a different cast system and it has a lot of action, a lot of character development. I like how the female characters are just as strong as the male characters, which is not really that common in Japanese anime, in which that's something that I kind of pick up on. I would say that one thing I don't like is that the female characters are always like very caught up in like the male characters, which is also a very common thing in Japanese anime, which is like not really a surprise, but it just annoys me in general. So yeah, on to the next one. The next show I will be rating is Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is a straight 10, straight up. Like I don't care what anybody's saying. Like I love the aesthetics of the show. It's futuristic, great character development, a whole bunch of action, and I usually don't like when each episode has a different plot, but I don't know why, I just don't mind it with this show. The only thing I don't like with this one is just the fact that it came to an abrupt end, but I heard that they're making a season 2, so if that's the case, then I'll be ready. The next show is Attack on Titan. So I give Attack on Titan a 10. It's very gory, it has a lot of action, it has great character development, and it's an emotional roller coaster from like the first episode. I would say that it has a lot of surprises. Like there's like a situation or whatever and like you're like, oh shoot, I didn't know they were a Titan, but who knows, like they might eat whatever, like they're gonna like be a traitor. It's like really good. Highly recommend that one, and I highly recommend Cowboy Bebop. Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is a full-on 1000. I know that's not on a scale of 1 to 10, but Tokyo Ghoul like broke my scale. Like, oh my gosh, I love that show. First off, thank you Kayla, my sister, for putting me onto the show. I finished the show before her, so like when I finished, I was like, yo Kayla, like did you finish it yet? And she's like, no, I didn't finish, and don't tell me anything. Like when I tell you, like it was so good. This show is also very gory. There's also a love story, a lot of action. It's very, very different. I would say that this show is up there with Naruto, in which Naruto is also one of my favorite Japanese animes. It has a lot of character development, and it touches on a lot of discrimination based off of like kind of what other people know that this certain group is capable of, so they're more sought out by law enforcement. So it's just really good. And then there's there's also gangs in there too. It's not really gangs, but it's basically like it's basically gangs in a way. Like it's just really good. You really gotta check it out. It's 1000. It's like a quadruple million, jillion, billion. Those aren't numbers, but just watch it. Next is Death Note. Death Note, I give it a 9. It's a short watch, has great character development, has a lot of surprises. First off, they killed off my favorite character. And I'm not gonna say who it is because I don't want to like give y'all any spoilers, but man, RIP. If y'all know who I'm talking about, you already know. Just, he's a real G. I took it down to a 9 because like I said before, I'm just annoyed at how they portray female characters in Japanese anime. So like for this specific one, they made the female character be like very desperate for the main male character, and it's just really, really annoying to me. And yeah, it's a 9, but it was still really good. Very short watch, highly recommend that one too. Next is Erased. I give that show a 10 as well. Highly recommend that one. It touches on child abuse. It has great character development. It's a little dark in a way, but it has a great ending. It almost feels like you're there and you want things to go right so that, you know, this person can live. Like it almost like literally, it feels like with the way they have it and like set up, like it almost like they literally take you on the journey. It's really, really good. Very short watch, just like Death Note, so check it out. Parasite, I rate that at an 8. It was a good short watch, good plot, good character development. I just wish that I could have known more about where the parasite species came from, like not more information because like it's just a show, but like I just wish I could have known more about it. So like I wish it was just a little longer, but you know, it's good. Like it was still good. So Parasite, 8. I rewatched Avatar, the show, and you know, it's just a 10. Like that just goes without saying. I'm not even gonna like elaborate on it. It's just great. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I need to say. Just watch it. Next show. Next show is Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra was a 9 for me. I would say that this character didn't go through as many obstacles as like the Avatar, like the first show, and maybe because this series is a lot shorter, but I mean it was still really good. I liked how it wasn't catered around men. Like for example, the ending, I liked how they left it kind of open-ended for their audience to kind of determine, you know, how the relationship is between the main character and like the best friend, or however the relationship may be. The only thing I don't like is just the fact that I wish I could have known what happened between like when Avatar beat, you know, the Lord, whatever his name is, and like after the kiss, and then like from that period to like when Korra started. Like I want to know that in between time. Like they should have known this. Like they're depriving us of great like episodes. Next show is Inuyasha. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I rate that show at an 8. It has a great plot, great character development, a lot of action. It deals with, you know, multiple dimensions type thing. I know I said this before, but the female characters in this show are like not as strong as the male characters in this show. Like they have to have some of the male characters to save the day all the time. They have to be kind of dependent on them. The strongest female character was Kikyo, and she like strong meaning like she was as strong as the enemy and as strong as like the main male character as well. Other than that, like all the rest of the female characters were kind of like very dependent on the male characters. It was just like really annoying. I'm just like, girl, like you're strong, but like the writers just don't want you to be like. But anyway, for the last 2 shows is Psyche, I think I'm pronouncing that right, I think, and Toradora, I don't think I'm pronouncing that one right. I tried to watch past the first episodes and it just wasn't hooking me, so I'm not even gonna rate those, but I'm just letting you know that I did watch like those 2 as well. I just couldn't finish them past the first episode. So yeah, those are all the animes that I watched in 2020. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this content, don't forget to subscribe. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and I'll see y'all in my next video.
Ryan Little.